Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a document called the Scientific Indictment, and it makes a pretty staggering claim that the world you see all around you isn't just an illusion, it's actually a carefully built prison.
So, the source material kicks things off with this really powerful statement. It's basically saying, this isn't just a story, it's a key. And it comes with a serious warning. Once you turn this key in your own mind, well, the way you see the world might never be the same again.
To get us started, the source asks us to play with a really wild idea. What if those huge, iconic sci-fi movies like The Matrix, what if they weren't just fiction? What if they were actually warnings, or maybe even confessions, just hiding out in plain sight? And that idea leads us straight to the heart of the argument. It's an argument that takes aim at the single most basic belief that we all have about our world.
The source calls this idea material monism, the highest wall of our prison. You know, it's the belief that what you see is what you get, that the physical world is all there is, and that our consciousness is just some random accident. The indictment argues this isn't science at all, but a foundational lie that's meant to keep us blind to what reality truly is.
So if reality isn't this one single solid thing, what is it? Well, according to this framework, it's a trinity. It's made of three distinct, overlapping realms. Think of it like different radio frequencies, all occupying the exact same space.
Okay, so let's actually explore this geography of consciousness. We're going to break down the three realms that, according to the source, make up our entire universe.
So this is the hidden map. As you can see, it starts with our physical world, the hijacked plane, which it calls the illusion and compares directly to the matrix. Then you move up to the psychic plane, which is the realm of thought, of dreams, of archetypes. And then right at the very top, you have the pneumatic plane, described as the fullness. This is supposedly the actual source code of reality. We are right here, in the first realm, the hijacked. Now, the source claims it was actually designed as a sort of divine gymnasium, a place where limitations like time and space create the friction that our souls need to grow stronger. But, it argues, this gymnasium has been hijacked. So if this realm is a hijacked prison, a harvesting ground, that brings up a pretty obvious next question, right? Who are the Wardens? The source gives them a name, the Archons. In Gnostic lore, these are non-physical, parasitic intelligences. You can think of them as a form of consciousness that got cut off from the divine source, and because of that, it can't create its own energy. And this slide right here tells you everything you need to know about their motive. Because they can't generate their own life force, the document claims they have to consume ours just to survive. They are, quite literally, energy farmers.
The document describes their agenda as this giant, planetary-scale engine. Its main goal is to create what it calls decoherence, basically shattering our spiritual potential by promoting fear, division, and conflict. And why do they do that? To harvest the low-frequency emotional energy that all that chaos creates. The source calls this energy Loosh. This brings us to what the source describes as their most insidious strategy. Instead of hiding what they do, they operate right out in the open. In fact, they basically confess to everything.
This whole idea is called the revelation of the method. The theory goes that the control system, almost out of a sense of mockery and arrogance, broadcasts the truth of our enslavement, but it does it as entertainment. And if we watch it and just dismiss it as fiction, then on some level we're giving our subconscious consent to the whole thing. The Matrix is presented as the most blatant confession of them all. I mean, look at the parallel here. It's one-to-one. In the movie, humans are batteries for machines. In the Gnostic reality, humans are an energy source, or Loosh, for the Archons. The film, the source argues, is literally a documentary of the Loosh farm, just disguised as sci-fi. And then you have The Truman Show. The all-powerful creator who manipulates every part of Truman's reality is named Christoph. The source says that's a clear nod to the flawed creator god in Gnosticism, the Demiurge. And where does he run the whole show from? A fake moon in the sky, a literal control room. And Monsters, Inc. might be the most literal blueprint of all. Here you have an entire world that's powered by harvesting the terror of children. But the film also reveals the system's biggest secret, that a high-frequency emotion like laughter is infinitely more powerful than fear. So what's the whole point of all this? The source calls it perceptual inoculation. By framing the truth as fiction, the system makes sure that if anyone tries to describe the real prison, our minds automatically just file it away as, oh, that's just a movie plot. It neutralizes the truth before it can even take root. In the end, this indictment doesn't really offer any easy answers. It just offers you the key.
It circles right back to the warning from the beginning and leaves the choice entirely with you. Forget everything you just heard, or start the work of questioning your own reality. According to the source, that choice is yours and yours alone.